Ben and Dathan. This is round 3 at Geelong Heresy, and we've got a Christmas-themed Tau Army versus a Webway Portal Dark Eldar list. And so basically, the Tau have all aligned most of the army along the back line, as it is vector deployment. The Dark Eldar have just got the 5 vehicles, with Webway Portal deploying homunculuses in Venom and Venom, with some Raiders supported with Witches a bit later, and Ravager at the back line. Most of the Dark Eldar list will be coming in through Webway Portal. The Scourges are declaring as Deep Strike, which also means they can use the Webway Portal if they wish. And that's pretty much it for the deployment.
My name's Ben. Got the Christmas Tower. Got 2 units at 2 piranhas on the side, both with fusion blasters. Hammerhead with the railgun and a Sky Ray in the centre. 2 units of 8 Fire Warriors with objective markers. A unit of Crisis Suits with 6 shield drones and my Warlord in the centre. Vestment off the side, and a unit of Crisis Suits off deep striking.
So in turn 1, the Venoms move forward and disembark the homunculus and the racks to deploy the Webway portals. So the Webway portals over here and over here. The Ravager and the Raiders just moved a little bit to the side. In the Dark Eldar shooting phase, most of the Vespids were annihilated, as well as 1 piranha from each squad. Then in the Tau turn, moved around a bit, ended up to shooting phase, just wiping out both of the Venoms, as well as wiping out one of the homunculuses and his squad, leaving the board nearly even with terms of wins and losses, and we'll see how it goes for the next turn. So, start of the Dark Eldar's turn, 2 units of Scourges appeared out of the Webway portal and jumped up, failed to hit anything, and then were subsequently wiped out completely by the Tau. On the other Webway portal, the Kronos and the Talos appeared, killed the lone piranha here, and then took a wound. The piranha scooted up the side, took out the Ravager. So basically, the score lies at 1 objective for the Dark Eldar and 2 objectives for the Tau, with basically both of us gaining the secondary objective and no real damage taken by both sides. During the turn, the Reavers still failed to come onto the board for the Dark Eldar, leaving them still down a squad. But basically they moved out, wiped out a Fire Warrior squad with the Talos, who then subsequently got shot to bits by the Tau, and the Kronos is still pretty much unharmed. Tau had some pretty good luck with getting a Crisis Suit down behind this building, blowing up the Raider that the Witches were in, killing 4 of the 7 members of the transport. The other Raider here was destroyed by the Piranha, leaving the Dark Eldar without any vehicles on the board, and the Tau still having their 2 fishers that deal a lot of damage. At the moment it's drawn with 1 objective apiece. Okay, for the Dark Eldar, the Reavers finally turned up, being able to jump across and then turbo boosting across the Crisis Commander and his unit, getting rid of most of the squad and allowing the Kronos to assault it and finish them off during the Tau turn. The Reavers then got shot to bits by the Tau, leaving only 1 man left, but he does have his Feel No Pain as well as Furious Charge. Over in here, the Crisis Suits and Deep Strikes were charged by the Witches, and the combat has been drawn over 2 combats, leaving basically a stalemate. The drones disembarked from the Piranha, shooting at the Witches, not doing much, and killing a Witch, but leaving the Witches in contention of that objective. The game is still drawn at 1 objective apiece. At the end of turn 5, the game did not end. But what happened was, most of the Tau Fire Warrior squad on this side was annihilated by the Kronos, giving it a couple of pain tokens. They still contest that objective. leaving the game still balanced at 1 each. Piranha was trying to snipe the objective to slay the Warlord, which failed because of the lookout serve roll. And basically all that's left that needs to be happening is for the Dark Elder to be able to run through the Kronos to wipe out the Fire Warrior squad, leaving only one scoring unit on the board, which is the Witches at this objective. Okay. End of turn 6, the Fire Warriors have been wiped off the objectives, leaving the Witches the only contestants of an objective and the only scoring unit left on the board. But the Crisis Suits are advancing as well as the Piranha, hoping to cause enough wounds on the Witches that they will flee off the objective, leaving the game as a draw. So in the Dark Elder turn, the Kronos charged the Sky Ray, destroying it, but that didn't matter. The Tower focused all their fire on the Witch squad, taking them off the objective, leaving the game as a draw. But the town do have the secondary objective as being in no man's land, whereas the Dark Elder are left a little bit stranded with only a Kronos left on the table.